Now we come to a sequel to another big box office hit. This one is called Grease 2. It's set in 1961. It's not really a sequel since it doesn't have the same stars or follow the same characters as the original Grease. I guess it's more of a retread. The movie takes us back to Rydell High for more mindless nonsense involving the greasers, the teachers, and the wholesome students. But there's one major difference in Grease 2, though. The original Grease was about class warfare between the greasers and the preppies, but this movie has everybody on the same side. They're all working for the same choreographer. Here's a scene, for example, where the school's motorcycle gang rehearses for the high school talent show.
I think we could all use a little guaranteed all-the-way action, and I know just the place.
Well, come on and tell us, Johnny,
what's the secret of success?
You gotta take a tip from the king of hip, 'cause you know that he's the best. We're going prowling Say you're hungry for a lover, gotta find a chick who'll give you more. Well, there's a spot that I've discovered where a guy's guaranteed to score. I'm gonna show you handsome action like you've never seen before. We're gonna get some satisfaction down at the grocery store. Talk like a T-bird, talk like a T-bird, talk like a T-bird tonight. There's a big male butcher at the luncheon meat display. Well, don't you know, got the best tongue in town. That's right. She delivers both night and day.
I think you can see what I mean there by the lack of class warfare in the movie. When the motorcycle gang is appearing in the senior talent show or whatever it's called, I don't think John Travolta would have gotten involved in those kinds of goody activities in the first movie. But anyway, that biker gang is known as the T-Birds. And they have a ladies' auxiliary made up of their girlfriends. They're called the Pink Ladies. And there's a rule, Pink Ladies only date T-Birds, until one day this preppy from Australia turns up and spots the president of the Pink Ladies, and it's love at first sight.
So how's your first week been?
Oh, great. Yours?
Oh, listen, there's such a fascinating world of chemistry out there.
Yeah, I know. Hey, how would you know that Stephanie Zanoni?
Stephanie Zanoni is one of my very best... Uh-oh. Michael, I think there's something you don't understand. You see, Stephanie Zanoni is a pink lady, which means if you're not a T-Bird, which you are not, you can look, but don't touch. Michael, I wouldn't even look.
Well, then how'd you become one of these T-Birds, then? Hey?
The two stars of the movie are Maxwell Caulfield and Michelle Pfeiffer, who plays Stephanie Zanoni, the one who was walking away by the fence. It's inevitable they're going to be compared with John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, and are they as good? Well, Pfeiffer has some of the same electricity as Newton-John, but Maxwell Caulfield is no John Travolta, and what's worse, he doesn't even dance much in this movie. I thought Grease was about dancing, practically. The plot is really dumb. To win the Pink Lady's admiration, Caulfield puts on a mask and appears as the mystery motorcyclist jumping his motorcycle over old Studebakers at high school hops. It seems like an hour goes by, though, before the woman finally figures out who this guy is. She can only see him, you see, from the bottom of the face down. The plot wouldn't be so bad if the movie had more life, but it has forgettable songs, choreography that looks like crowd control, and for that matter, not very much Grease.
Well, I'll compare the two, and I don't think that they stack up well at all for another reason. Singing ability.
Well,
this woman, you say, has some of the same electricity. She's pretty. I don't think much more than that. And she can't sing like Olivia Newton-John. The film doesn't have the same songs as the first film. First film had a number of very memorable songs, huge hits. I can't remember a single song from this film.
So we have a man who can't dance like Travolta, a woman who cannot sing like Olivia Newton-John, songs that are no good.
Yeah, at the same time, I think I liked it a little bit more than you because it was sort of an homage to the biker. And I find that myth appealing, and I found that the film got a lot of its power just by introducing the character of this heroic biker image.
The question,
but I don't think it's as good as the first one.
Why did Grease 2 have to be a total remake of the first one with very little invention and not a new story and not really a different era? Why not advance it 10 years to 1969 or 1979, or make it Punks versus the Faculty? Anything other than just the same stuff recycled again.
They play it safe. And 2 no votes for Grease 2, the lame sequel that has no memorable songs and no stars equal to Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. I like the new one a little bit more than Roger, but still, 2 no votes nonetheless.